Okay. Beach sci-fi. Well, I think I should be able to get done with this one today. So let's just start right on in here. Got some new brushes. I'm kind of excited about that. Yay! Some paint up here. I'm gonna work here. Gotta clean these characters up here. Hey, Anthony. Okay, doke. How you doing? Good, good. Yeah, all right. I think I should be able to finish this one today. Excuse me. All right, got our beach shop here, and we'll get this thing done. All right, get your rag out here, Mike. There we go. Probably should have put out some new paint. Oh well. I just hate wasting paint. I'll tell you that one. I hate it when all of them are kind of dried up, but then you got a couple like a big blob of white that's still good to go, and I just hate wasted paint. Everything's not all that cheap anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add a little white to that. All right. Kind of like a shack up here, up on the stilts. Rinse, rinse, rinse. clean up these lines here. Yeah, get a little more blue here. This cardboard, I'm going to be needing that. As soon as I set it someplace, I realize I need it and I can't find it. That's how it always is. Got my beach attire on here. Whoa! uh, add a little white to that. Talking myself, full conversation going. Oh, a little white. Work on these leaves too a little more. All right. So it's like a bar, tropical bar shirt. I saw it online. I had to get it. I said, "All right." I forgot I had it. I was going through my closet there, and I go, "Wow, I forgot all about this shirt." a fun shirt every once in a while. I'm always amazed at how many shirts I have that are black. You know, it's like, God, ugh. I had a black coat. Oh, just a light jacket, but it was black. And I ended up buying a new jacket because, I thought to myself, I said, I cross this major intersection a lot of times in the dark, and it's raining and stuff like that. And I said, no car can see me. And I just decided to get a light colored jacket. Because a lot of times here in Portland, you don't need a heavy. It's really rare that you have to wear your really heavy jacket. That's rare. And I have one, and I literally sometimes there's some years I don't even wear it because it's a mild winter. So. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. That's just this webcam, and it seems to be working just fine. I'm so glad that I've gone to uh, YouTube because I think it's better quality too. I think so. I need to kind of design myself a web site. I mean, very basic. I don't want one that's it's more like a train station. So I probably should look into that link tree too. I know I've seen some people have that, and that way it connects all your social network, up and kind of gives a guide where everything is. But yeah, let me get some yellow out here. I need to work on those leaves. I got some new brushes, and I took advantage of they had was it Prime Deals Day or whatever it was, and I managed to get some brushes with pretty good prices. I never buy really expensive brushes because I destroy them, and it doesn't matter how expensive they are, I'll destroy them. So it's kind of a waste for me to do that. Let's see. Ooh. Just getting some shadows and lights on these big leaves on this tree. It's like a banana tree in a way. Brush here. And here with some blue. Add a little bit of sap green with that blue. Sap green and blue again. Gotta clean up these lines. Add a little bit of yellow to that. More yellow to that. Need to have like some ukulele music going on or something. Excuse me. Blue, sap green here. Put a little more sap green out. It's so funny. I never used sap green in the past, and I made a mistake in my ordering and ended up with sap green. I forget what I was. I think I was trying to order Van Dyke Brown and ended up with sap green. And turns out I actually like the color. So sometimes a mistake is just almost like it was meant, you know? Yeah. Probably start on either a lighthouse or a new Portland building or something tomorrow. I got 2 days this week. I have to get up early. Run. These leaves cleaned up. Yep, getting green on my hands, of course. Oh dear. on this here. It's like I said, I need a drone. Yeah, it can hover. Add a little bit of Van Dyke Brown and a little bit of yellow ochre. I'll start getting these branches. Yeah, I should be able to get done. I get in the mood to do another painting here. Got a whole bunch of canvases that came in. Been ordering through Michael's. That's been the best deals for me. I'm serious. I remember one year, the canvases. What happened here in Portland is they allowed one company, Blix, not bad mouthing them, but Blix to buy. They allowed them to buy up every one of our art stores that we had here, and so they became a monopoly. And before you knew it, wow, there went the prices, and we used to have this wonderful art store. It was actually locally owned, and I miss that place. And when they would have a canvas sale, holy crap, they had a canvas sale, and you'd go up there. And I have one friend, he does a lot of art self, and that's what he was saying too. He says, as soon as I heard they were going out of business, I ran down there when they were having a kind of closing sale. He said, I bought up every canvas I could. God, they were such a good company too. Kind of a quirky art store. I think it was ran by a bunch of hippies. Oh, I know this. It was called Art Media, and they even had a factory here in Portland area that made the canvases. It was just they high quality, awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was actually fun to go shopping in that place. Yeah. But oh well, got bought up, and that was that. Here. They're actually fun to go shopping in. Put that guy here. There's a skateboard, not a skateboard, but surfboard here. That's not too much paint. Tone that down, get grab another brush here. I know. I just they were fun to shop in. Yeah. Well, it's so interesting. Is that not to go off on a tangent here, but I think what was interesting is, you know, people blame things on Amazon for running some of these stores out of business, and actually, what that was happening well before Amazon. They were allowing monopolies just to completely buy up everything, and then so it's like I always talk about like Macy's. You go into one Macy's, you've been in every single Macy's all across the country. They're the same thing. There's nothing special about it. There's just nothing. When they allowed them, we had a wonderful department store here in Portland called Meyer and Frank's. And they had the most coolest Christmas decorations and everything, And it was just so sad when they closed. They would have glorious sales. There we go. That's his surfboard. He's tucked underneath his arm there. But yeah, and you're just like, God, and when they allowed that to happen, I remember they used to have pretty strict rules about monopolies, and it seems like those have all gone away. Not to get off on a tangent, but well, it's like you could make a comment about art, and you'll see people buy, some things, and you say, well, you ever thought buying from your local artist, and it's like they're so worried about what's on their wall that it can't be anything different. Well, I ran into that with just a science fiction. Lately I've been doing well. I mean, selling these, but I can't have science fiction. It's like, oh, okay. I actually was. I think I've told this story 100,000 times, but I was actually in. Got this little beanie on. I was in a science fiction gallery. I was in the science fiction gallery. That was my first showing of my art. I was years ago. This was like 1994, I think it was, and I had my opening. It was during the art walk there in Kirkland, Kirkland's on the it's across the lake from Seattle up there. Very expensive community, but I was in their art gallery, and I was doing a live painting. And remember, the science fiction is a science fiction gallery, and I had a person behind me. She says, I would have bought that if you didn't put that stupid spaceship in it. Literally said that to me. You're just like going, it's a science fiction gallery. And what the painting was, it was like, hey, Mavis. And it was a hovering ship over the water, and there was two guys who were on the front of it fishing. It was just kind of a fun little painting, and I just couldn't believe it. You're in a science fiction gallery. A part of that did you not understand? I'm gonna close my window real quick. My neighbor's about ready to start off her lawnmower. So I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. But yeah, it was a cool gallery. It was a science fiction and fantasy. He was really associated with that Wizards of the Coast, all that stuff. It's too bad that it went down because, It was a unique gallery. It didn't have just nothing but Thomas Kincaid in it, you know. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna get going here. Yeah, I'm gonna get my. Oops, need that to fall off. That wasn't good. Okay. Highlight that a little more. There we go. Let's put some people down there. Put some umbrellas down there. What the heck, huh? Back in here. Rinse. Yeah. Okay, sun's coming in this direction. Oh, actually, like this, I guess. Need to tone that down just a tad. Actually, got those. There we go. Okay. Back in here with some yellow ochre. Hopefully you're doing well, Mavis. The yellow. Okay. Excuse me, goodness. A little bit of green, a little bit of red, or not red, blue. A little bit, a little wash. Thinking this is like kind of like a Hawaii type feel to it, or a Caribbean or whatever. Like I said, I need my steel drums and ukulele going. Get Merrick to write me one of those pieces. Just gorgeous weather today. This weekend has been just gorgeous here. Mid 70s. Rained a little bit. It rained a little bit yesterday, though. That helped. We always go through this period. We have all this rain, and then all of a sudden it stops. Then you go through where everything it starts to dry out. Yeah, my dahlias are finally starting to come up. Everything was so late this year. I have tomatoes set on. I'm kind of excited about that. So I'm like, well, yay! Maybe I'll have some tomatoes. I like tomatoes. Especially when they come out of it. There's nothing that beats a tomato that you pick right off the vine. So looking forward to that. They're starting to set on. So I had a little bit of a disappointing crop last year. I planted too many plants, and so they got crowded out, and that was the problem. I didn't do that this year. I had one plant that it broke and died, so that was into that one. But so I have two tomato plants that are pretty big now, so I'm going to set it on and looking forward to eating a fresh tomato. Tell you, no one beats that. Get another brush here. Actually, one of my new ones. Ooh, virgin brush. We'll see how this one works. All right. Excuse me, goodness. Oh, couldn't help myself, sorry. More clouds going on in here. Add just a little bit of yellow ochre to that. Yeah, a little more. Feel that's it out there ways. White. Oh, there. That distance feel. Always remember, the moons are behind the clouds, not in front of them. I saw a painting. I think somebody forgot to do that. They didn't realize that. I don't know. Didn't say anything. I wasn't going to say anything. Something I don't ever do. I don't sit there and criticize somebody's work. I mean, if they ask for suggestions, then that's one thing. But it's like, you know. I'm amazed at how rude some people can be. You know, why did you pick those colors? You know, so well, because I liked them. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get done with this one today. For sure. Like I said, it's a painting, it's not a photograph. I always have to remind myself of that. I get really worried about sometimes. Just let it go. It's just a fun little beach scene. Who knows where it's at? Probably, like I said, I'll be starting a new painting tomorrow. Probably going to be it's either going to be a Portland scene or something, uh, or another lighthouse. We need to make that one a little bit bigger. Out of scale here. There's smaller boards. What is it? Short boards, and you know that, but I still need to do that. Then you got the long boards. Switch brushes here. That's what I have. It's been a few years since I've been to Hawaii. I went there in 2016, and used to go there quite a bit, but things kind of changed, and so I can't make it there as much. But did like that. Beautiful. Hawaii is beautiful. It's just downright beautiful. Out there in the middle of the Pacific. You couldn't get much more remote than Hawaii. I'm always amazed that the Polynesians were able to find it. You know, how in the heck, out in the middle of nowhere, you know, they said, hey, Darren, that's all right. But yeah, it's just beautiful. And what's cool is that they have those, what they call it, trade winds, you know, that keep it from, if you'd miss out on the trade winds, my God, it could get really humid there. You can imagine they're smack in the middle of the ocean. But because they have most of the time those trade winds going, it's actually quite nice. Yeah, a little more blue and green mix. White. Talking to myself. Don't worry about it. There we go. White. I remember I was in Hawaii. They had a gallery, and it was a guy, it was a local artist, and was just doing this gorgeous painting. It's like one of those type of people you could just watch for hours, you know. Get some blue here. A little bit of white. Here at the Oregon coast, the waves come in like tiers, lots and lots of them come in. Very rough surf here in Oregon. I see people surfboard, but you want to talk about cold water. When you stick your foot in our ocean up here in Oregon, you want to cut it off because it's so cold. And it's just like, oh, just like, oh my goodness. I remember the first time I ever encountered warm water was actually in Hawaii like that. I just, wow. I said, oh my God, it's like bath water. If you look at the people who live there too, they tend to have very healthy looking skin too, because that natural salt, that buffs your skin, and it's just, yeah. Want to talk about some healthy looking young people? Go to Hawaii. I think they said Honolulu is the most fit city too. On top of it, wild shirt. Huh? I got my bar shirt on here. Oh! I forgot I had this. I was going through my closet. I said, "Wait a minute, that's perfect for today, for this painting." Found that one online. Okay. Ocean in there. Let me. Gotta put a couple surfers on that. Oh, okay, couldn't help myself. Oh boy. It's amazing to see how many surfers are out there. I wonder how many of them they run into one another. I'm sure they have it. I have a friend that big into skateboarding. They have their own lingo, and I'm sure the surfers do too. What movie? Oh, those beach movies. Surf's Up. Okay. A little more, and that's it. Ease up a little bit. Ba-dum. Doke. Get back here, and I think we're going to call it. I think we're going to call this one. Well, that's kind of why I wore this one, because this is kind of like a tropical thing. And I have my lighthouse shirt for when I do the lighthouse paintings, uh, and I have like Portland themed ones when I do the Portland scenes. So Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna call this one. Yeah, just one thing here. I'm just noticing. Okay. We're gonna call this one done. Our beach scene here. Just that's a little bit here. Stoner Jeff here. But the just a second here. Darker here. Okay. On that note, I'm then going to sign it. Call it good. Got beach sci-fi here. Okay. I always say the same thing. Make sure your signature's not the painting. I still have this one painted. I'd love to get in there and get rid of that. Change the signature. Like. Crap. All right, and get the famous thumbprint on here. Whoa! Just like that. Okay. Thank you for joining me. We're just gonna call it beach sci-fi. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Got my cool shirt on here. I'm not gorgeous dad. I'm gonna be actually working in the yard a little bit. And you take care, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you to all those people keeping the economy going. Oh man, I'll tell you, still working to get through it. All right. Thank you to the healthcare workers and everybody. So take care. Bye-bye. I'll be back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific time right here in Oregon. All right. All right. Take care.